Things are starting to heat up in the trade market for the 2022 NFL Draft. Eagles move up to go get Jordan Davis, the behemoth defensive tackle from Georgia. And here to talk about the pick with us, former Eagles player Rashard Cook. Rashard, you were just telling us you love that pick. You're excited that Jordan Davis was selected by the Eagles.
Yeah, I think anytime you play in the secondary and when you see a big guy like that in front of you, it just makes you feel way more comfortable. I thought he was one of those top 5 type players. To get him where they got him, I think we're at 13 right now, right? So, I mean, I think that's a great pick.
Ryan, talking about Jordan Davis as a defensive tackle prospect, so unique, not necessarily a 3-down player from what we saw at Georgia. But what do you think about him as a prospect going this early?
Well, I mean, he's a freak of nature, and we talked about it before we started, right? Like 341 pounds, 6'6 plus, running 4.78 is not a natural thing. Like that's just an absurd type of athlete on the interior. I like it for the fit with the Philadelphia Eagles because they're going to put him obviously in that one tech nose type role. You still have Fletcher Cox, who's that traditional 3 tech. You drafted Milton Williams last year, who kind of fits that mold as a strong side defensive end, 3 tech moving forward as well. So I think the fit makes total sense. I am just struggling a little bit when you consider the fact that at the University of Georgia, he was playing less than 50% of the snaps. It's not that he's not a dominant football player. For what he does, he absolutely is. But where is the value for that pick at this stage in the NFL now? That's the only thing I struggle with a little bit. I think in a vacuum, he is one of the top 15 players in this draft. Like Rashard said, I have no issue with the value of the player. It's just the fact of the position that he now plays, I think, undervalues him slightly.
So, Rashard, I just want to ask you this before we close this up. Are you disappointed that they didn't go with Kyle Hamilton here, who's still on the board?
I mean, I guess time will tell. If they can still get him at 15, then it's a good move because, there's a chance that you got to take a gamble, I guess, anytime in the draft. You don't know what's going on. Guys are moving up. They're moving down. They thought that maybe he wouldn't slide that far, and they got him there. But maybe they're thinking because Hamilton slid to where he is right now that they can get him with this next pick. So if they can get both of those guys at 13 and 15, if that's what they thought going in, that I need a defensive lineman and a safety, you get both. Doesn't matter what pick you get them. You can flip-flop them and say, I got Hamilton at 13 and Davis at 15, and I think you still come out of it happy. But, yeah, I think Hamilton is one of those guys, too, that's a special talent. That's a once every 5-10 years type talent at safety. And so if you can get both of those guys, I think it's a good first day.
Folks, if you're looking for some more Eagles coverage, be sure to check out the Eagles Unfiltered podcast with Connor Miles and former Eagles player Rashard Cook.